Welcome to Spirit Soul Sense. This is Information for Your Soul, and I am Sharice, and I want to tell you why tattoos are spiritual. You may not know that tattooing is a really ancient art, and it's something that's been part of a lot of rituals in ancient religions for such a long time. Like many things that were very spiritual in nature, tattoos have become very commercialized, and people just get them for fun. Some people think long and hard about what they want to get, and then some people just go to the parlor and just pick anything. Many rituals contain something that's going to help push you to the next level, and that often is pain, fear, or some sort of suffering. The idea behind that is a lot of suffering leads to transcendence. It's not the only way to get there. You can definitely get there through peace and joy. It's much more difficult to do it that way, and there's less of a push when you're kind of just enjoying things. A lot of people need a sort of bump in the road in order to wake up and think about things differently. My first tattoo was not very painful. It didn't take very long. I think it was over in less than 20 minutes. So that wasn't a great opportunity for me to look at tattooing as spiritual. But by my third tattoo, which was an even bigger piece and took about 3 hours to complete, I think I went into this mind space of stillness, because the pain was increasing the longer that the tattooing went on, that I had to do something in order to stomach it. And that was basically staying in the moment and just going moment by moment until it was finished. And so when I did that, I started thinking about tattooing differently. So by the time I got my next piece, I was very prepared, and I came mentally prepared to have a Zen moment doing this tattoo. Definitely painful. I touched on some bone. It's the one up here that goes over my back. And it was such a great experience. And then someone at the tattoo shop took a picture of the tattooing so that they could have it for their marketing. And I was looking at myself thinking, wow, I was in such deepness. I wasn't thinking about anything. I was just kind of there experiencing the tattoo. Going through something painful can lead to insights in your life. Anytime that we can get our mind to stop thinking, we are opening up ourselves to God sending us messages. And so I definitely got that through the tattooing. Some of the insights that I got during one of my last tattoos kind of pushed me to think about relationships and friendships a little bit differently, and to then pursue more healthy ones. I don't think I have a lot of tattoos. I got a half sleeve going on. I have a pretty big one on my leg. But there's people with, full sleeves, their whole leg tattooed. So everything is really about perspective. To someone else, I probably have a lot of tattoos. I have absolutely no regrets about getting my tattoos. And for me, I'm even happier that I did them, because they turned out to be something very spiritual. For me, it was going to be, really artistic. Everything that I have tattooed on me has a deeper meaning. It's very important to me. And then once I experienced the spiritual part of it, I kind of understood why people go back to get more tattoos. Because part of it is, yes, you're creating something beautiful, but at the same time, when you're getting a tattoo, if you are welcoming and open to the moment, then you are present in that moment. If you're kind of dreading every experience of it and, wincing at the pain instead of embracing and allowing what is to be, then you're not going to have the best experience. But for me, tattooing and the pain, it just all comes together. I think everything in our lives can help push us to being closer to God. And this is just one example of the experience. Tattooing, in a way, has helped me become closer to God by help directing me in the ways that I should go about. Being an example for being open and welcoming to messages from God. And once you've sat for a really long tattoo, you can really understand why different religions and spiritual practices have tattooing as a ritual, because those people have to sit for hours, sometimes doing their whole back, sometimes doing both their legs. And this is not, they're splitting it up over weeks. They're sitting for one session to do this, because they have to transcend the pain. The whole point of it is to go beyond yourself, to tap into your soul, the spirit in you, so that you can start evolving and viewing life very differently. Getting tattoos has been part of my process. I've changed a lot of things in my life since then. My hair, the way I eat, the way I interact with other people. It's all part of the process. And so tattooing is just another aspect of my spirituality and how I show up in the world. If you have a tattoo that took, 2 or 3 hours at least to do, I'd love to hear your perspective on this and what that pain was like for you. Thank you for watching.